Ukrainians, another day of this terrible war. These tragedies that our people are going through is coming to an end. A terrible day that we must go through, must endure, and we will endure. The rescue operation lasted almost 9 hours in Brovary, Kyiv region, on the scene of the crash of the emergency service helicopter. Hundreds of people were involved in extinguishing the fire, searching and rescuing the injured, carrying out the initial investigative actions. Our rescuers, police officers, National Guard soldiers, doctors, psychologists, employees of the Security Service of Ukraine. I thank everyone involved in this rescue operation today. I would like to thank the educators of the kindergarten on the territory of which the helicopter crashed. Mrs. Ruslana, Mrs. Olena, Mrs. Tamara, Mrs. Katerina, and all the employees of the kindergarten. I thank you. Thank you for your bold actions, for taking the children out. I would also like to thank the ordinary residents of Brovary, in particular Mrs. Diana, Mrs. Nadia, and others who helped both the children and the wounded. I am grateful to Gleb and Andrei, the guys who also kept self-control and helped. 25 people were injured, including 11 children. 14 people were killed, including 1 child. My condolences to all those who lost their loved ones. The Security Service of Ukraine has initiated a criminal investigation into this terrible event. I have instructed the head of the Security Service of Ukraine, in cooperation with all other authorized bodies, to clarify all the circumstances of the crash. All the necessary decisions were made regarding the management of the Ministry of Internal Affairs system. We have lost people who were professionals, patriots and reliable managers. Minister Denis Monastyrsky, Yevhen Yenin, and their colleagues who died in the crash are not people who can be easily replaced. It is a truly great loss for the state. My condolences to the families. The ministry will be temporarily headed by the head of the national police. The tasks for which the minister was responsible in the context of our defense operation and ensuring the security of the state have also been distributed. The border, the situation in the frontline area, the participation of the National Guard and the police in the fighting are under control. As soon as clear facts are established as to what exactly led to the crash, we will provide this information. On January 18th, as always, we have been in touch with our military all day long. The situation at the front remains difficult, with the epicenter of the most fierce and principled battles in Donbass. We notice a gradual increase in the number of shelling occasions and attempts at offensive actions by the occupiers. I am grateful to all our warriors who are holding their positions. I thank the warriors of the 68th Separate Hunting Brigade and the 36th Separate Marine Brigade for hitting the enemy very effectively, and for the resilience we need in Donbass. I also thank the units of the main intelligence directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine for the actions that reduce the chances of the occupiers. On January 18th, it was announced that Canada is preparing a powerful defense assistance package for Ukraine. In particular, it will include armored vehicles. This is very timely and significant. I thank Canada for its continued support and for the fact that we are preparing together for Russia's attempt to intensify its attacks. No one in the world today will remain unaware of the plans of the terrorist state. I took part in the Davos Forum. The message from Ukraine is very simple and honest. No one in the free world has the opportunity to duel now. I know that in the near future there will be new and really necessary steps in support of our defense. We will do our best to ensure that there are as many steps as necessary to defeat the terrorists. Glory to all our warriors. Eternal memory to all Ukrainians who died because of the war unleashed by Russia. Glory to Ukraine.